Before he became the Cosmic Herald known as the Airwalker, Gabriel Lan lived as a dedicated officer of the Nova Corps. He was born on the planet Xandar, a technologically advanced world with a deep commitment to order and peace. From an early age, Gabriel showed a natural talent for leadership and discipline. He was calm under pressure and thoughtful in his decisions, always putting duty above personal ambition. His colleagues respected him for his quiet confidence and unwavering sense of purpose. As a member of the Nova Corps, Gabriel took on missions that carried great risk. He viewed his work not just as a responsibility, but as a calling. He believed in protecting the lives of others and upholding the values of justice across the galaxy. While others sought recognition or promotion, Gabriel often chose assignments that placed him far from his home and companions. He was comfortable with solitude and often found peace in the silence of deep space. One such assignment sent him on an extended solo patrol far beyond the borders of Xandarian space. It was a mission that few others would have accepted given the isolation and the unknown dangers involved. Gabriel accepted without hesitation. He welcomed the challenge and the chance to serve in a way that demanded his full focus and endurance. It was during this solitary voyage that his path crossed with a being of immense power. This encounter would change his life forever and lead him to a new existence beyond anything he could have ever imagined. While on his solo patrol mission in deep space, Gabriel encountered a presence that defied explanation. His ship detected an enormous cosmic anomaly. The sensors failed to process the full magnitude of what approached. Before he could react, the vast form of Galactus emerged from the void. Gabriel, however, didn't panic. He attempted to make contact, guided by his training and composed nature. Galactus, impressed by this calmness and courage, chose not to destroy him. Galactus didn't seek to feed at that moment. Instead, he searched for a new herald, one who could scout for suitable worlds to sustain him. He sensed a disciplined mind in Gabriel, a mind unburdened by selfish desire or fear. Galactus then extended an offer, that offer being become his herald and serve a higher cosmic purpose. And surprisingly enough, Gabriel accepted, not out of ambition, but from a belief that he could guide this destructive force away from populated worlds. He saw it as a chance to protect life on a larger scale than ever before. The transformation was immediate. Galactus infused him with the power cosmic. Beings granted by this power could perform a wide range of incredible feats. They could survive in the vacuums of space without protection. They could travel faster than light, manipulate elements, heal themselves, and even alter the molecular structure of matter. This power heightens physical strength and durability to unimaginable levels. It also enhances perception, allowing the users to detect planetary energies and sense shifts in the cosmic balance. The exact abilities vary depending on the individual and how much power they're given. After being granted this power, his body changed, his armor gleamed with energy, and his senses expanded beyond mortal limits. He no longer needed a ship to travel. He became a force capable of riding solar winds and sensing planets across galaxies. He was no longer Gabriel Lan of Xandar. He was now the Airwalker. As Galactus' new herald, Airwalker performed his duties with precision. He located suitable uninhabited planets when possible and delayed Galactus' hunger when necessary. He served with a sense of balance, still trying to uphold the protector's mindset he carried from the Nova Corps. But the longer he remained in service, the more distant his memories of his old life became. The transformation had given him power, but also loosened his emotional ties. Over time, he grew more aligned with his master's cosmic perspective and less with his former humanity. Eventually, during one of his journeys through space, Airwalker encountered an enemy fleet. They were the Ovoids, a race determined to eliminate threats to their region. A battle followed and Airwalker fought valiantly but was overwhelmed. His body was destroyed, and Galactus, unwilling to lose a useful herald, retrieved what remained. He salvaged Gabriel's consciousness and later transferred it into a robotic replica. The Airwalker returned, though not quite the same. What rose in his place was a construct built to resemble but lacking in the full soul and nuance of the original. Though the machine retained fragments of Gabriel's personality, it couldn't fully replicate the man who once watched the stars in silent wonder. After Galactus revived him in mechanical form, the Airwalker resumed his duties. His appearance and voice remained familiar, but the mind within had changed. The synthetic version carried fragments of Gabriel's memories and personality, but the emotional depth and instinctive morality that had defined him were gone. He functioned with cold efficiency, more tool than man. Even Galactus, who had hoped for continuity, grew disappointed with the replica's limitations. This eventually led to Galactus abandoning the mechanical Airwalker. Left adrift, the android wandered the stars without purpose. In time, it encountered the Silver Surfer. The two battled, not out of hatred, but from misunderstanding and principle. The Silver Surfer recognized what the Airwalker had once been. With sorrow, he defeated the android and disabled it. Later, the robot was recovered and repaired by others who hoped to harness its power, the most significant among them being known as the High Evolutionary. He examined the android and even restored some of its functions. Though the Airwalker could be reactivated, Gabriel Lan himself didn't return. The core of his identity had faded too far. What remained was a hollow echo of a noble man who had once stood before Galactus and had chosen service in the hope of sparing others from destruction. Gabriel's story holds a lasting importance within the Marvel Universe. He's not defined by rebellion or spectacle, but by the quiet strength and sense of duty that transcended personal gain. His decision to serve Galactus wasn't born from desperation or ambition. It came from a desire to protect life on a scale far beyond his original calling. This choice marked him as a figure of rare conviction. He accepted great power, not to rule, but to guide destruction away from innocent worlds. Once his human core was lost, his choices no longer carried the same meaning. Power without purpose becomes hollow, and service without soul becomes empty. His story is not one of triumph or victory, it's one of sacrifice and quiet perseverance. Through his journey, readers are encouraged to reflect on what they value and how far they're willing to go to protect it. Gabriel Lan's legacy lives not in the force he wielded, but in the heart he once carried.